Reality check, man, from your device, you know, say Aromatic Realistic TV. Anyway, people, without any further ado, today I want to look at two prominent men in society. One is Vybz Kartel, otherwise known as Adidja Palmer. Rise to fame through his lyrical content as a dancehall artist. The next one is a prominent attorney at law, Patrick Bailey, who once was the attorney for the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness. But the reason why I look on these two men today, people, I want to take a deep look into the justice system in Jamaica and how corrupt the justice system in Jamaica is. If you are from the ghetto, the garrison, the low income, the deplorable, the reject, the vulnerable, the unattached, anything that you do, even if you don't do it, there's a 100% chance that you will end up in prison. You hear what I just say? Even if you don't do it, from your associate with this kind of people, the reject, the deplorable, the vulnerable, the unattached, the low income, there's a 100% chance in Jamaica that you is going to end up behind bars. While on the other hand, a prominent attorney at law, Patrick Bailey, can do anything and get away with it. Let me just repeat and rephrase what I've just said. A prominent attorney at law who once was representing the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness, can do anything and get away with it. So as I make my case and lay out my presentation, I hope that you will get it and understand where I'm coming from as a concerned citizen of Jamaica. Now they say that Vybz Kartel, otherwise known as Adidja Palmer, was incarcerated and sentenced for life for what? A murder. That's what they said. Until this day, that body has never been discovered. So this trial goes on and takes place without the recovery of that body. The person that they claim that he murdered. So they try this case with evidence, phone evidence, forensic, text message and voice note. But to my knowledge, while he was incarcerated, the evidence that they claim that they have for him, they tampered with it. While the man in a jail, lock up and in a jail, in phone what them have as evidence, then take him phone and tamper with it. Now, if this was a first world country, the England, the America, the Canada, the Russia, name it, that case would have been thrown out. From the moment you tamper with the evidence, that case would have been thrown out. So if you have sufficient evidence on this man, then why would you go and tamper with his phone while he was in jail? That's all we are asking. I want to send him to prison almost for life. If you ask some people who is Kartel, then go tell us him a demon, and him come and him bleach out his skin, and him sing slack song, and him make the pitney them broke out, and this and that. That is his job. I'm profession. Do you know Kartel outside of dancehall? Have you ever sit and hold a conversation with the man to know the other side of him? In the secular music, in this and in that. So you go and use that and kill him. That's just a job. All kind of genre. Lyrical content. And job that. So you can't use a man's job to justify the man lifestyle. I use the man job for just paint, use a broad brush and paint him, say my dirty nigga, I'm a this and him a that. Because if that's the case, what about a CNA who go in at the hospital and in clean a patient who is not capable and competent to do that for himself again? Why you going to say, him a idiot because him a clean shit, and you going to use that and hold against that person and say, him a dirty nigga, him a this or him a that, because what? He's looking out for somebody who no longer capable to do that for themselves. That's how you're gonna class him. The man out there where they use the weed whacker and they cut the grass. True him and use the weed whacker and they cut the grass. You go use a broad brush and paint that man, say my dirty nigga, and he now come to nothing in life because what? He's cutting the grass. So I'm saying this is the same thing on the wall against Kartel. Because of in lyrical content, I'm not saying come and into bleaching and this and that and young people and all of that. But how much of you ever sit down with the man yet and have a one-to-one reason with the real Adidja Palmer and know the man inside out? No. You just take years and gossip. Nationwide try Vybz Kartel and send Vybz Kartel to prison before Vybz Kartel even face the judge. Nationwide news outlet sentence Vybz Kartel before the man was even tried. Months after months after months, nationwide slaughtering Vybz Kartel. Oh, demon and cruel and wicked this man is. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't know the real youth. So I'm saying, there was nobody found. And you incarcerate him and prison him for life. But on the other hand, hear me out now, Jamaica. Patrick Bailey, once prominent attorney at law, was also the attorney at law for the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Andrew Michael Holness. Patrick Bailey was Andrew Holness' attorney at law. Now Patrick Bailey and a deceased that was living in Patrick Bailey's home. They find the man with 22 stab wounds and a bullet to his head. It was only Patrick Bailey and the man in his apartment. The man was in the living room and Patrick Bailey was in a room close to the living room. Now somebody get 22 stabbed. Can you imagine the amount of screaming that is taking place inside of that apartment? A gunshot and you fast asleep and you don't hear nothing. That's what Mr. Bailey said. He did not hear nothing. 22 stab wounds to the deceased and a bullet to his head. And Bailey fast asleep and not hear nothing. Now, based on the police report, the police report had said there was no forced entry or break-in to the apartment. So Jamaica, if there was 2 persons inside that apartment, one of them get 22 stab wound and a bullet to his head, and the next one is alive. And the police report have said there was no forced entry or breaking into that apartment. Then where you go look again? The evidence is right here. The body is there. Jamaica, let us ask ourselves, because they think that we are stupid. They think that we are stupid because we are from who? The low income of Jamaica. So they think, or they thought we don't have any sense. 2 persons in an apartment. One of them get 22 stab wound. 22 stab and a bullet to his head. And next man inside in room they sleep beside the living hall. And you no hear no screaming. You no hear no bullet. Right? One deceased and one is alive. So where you gonna look? Under the bed? In the bathroom? In the kitchen? No. Right here I'm looking. All the evidence and everything is right here. Mr. Bailey have to be the first suspect. No fucking Mr. Bailey. Bailey have to be the first suspect in this murder case. So why is Patrick Bailey is out there free? Because remember, you did not find the body that you claim that Kartel killed that man. You not find the body. You say Kartel kill a man. You not find the body. You say you using forensic text and voice message, right? To incarcerate and give Kartel life imprisonment, right? On the other hand, Patrick Bailey, the body is right here in his apartment with 22 stab, 1 gunshot. And Bailey is out there free walking up and down. And a Vybz Kartel who don't find nobody for. They are prisoner to life imprisonment. A Vybz Kartel that nobody was recovered of the person that claim that he murdered. Is in prison now, behind bars, doing life. A Patrick Bailey on the other hand, prominent attorney of the Prime Minister of Jamaica once, Andrew Michael Holness. A man was found with 22 stab and a gunshot wound. It was only the 2 of them inside that apartment. And Mr. Bailey is out there free, walking up and down. Why? Mr. Bailey was once associated with the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the most honorable Andrew Michael Holness. And this is why I draw my conclusion, or this decision, that there is 2 justice systems in Jamaica. One for the reject, the unattached, the deplorable, the vulnerable, the low-income youths of Jamaica, who 99.9% will go behind bars, even if they are not guilty of the crime. They will pronounce guilty in the court of law. Why? Their status in life. We are nobody. And on the other hand, a person who has some money, or he was an attorney, or the big boys in Jamaica, they can do anything. Even in front of the police. And 99.9% they will never brought to justice. They will never be punished. And they will never put away for any crime that they commit. Let that sink in. You don't know Vybz Kartel. You just know him from his lyrical content. You just know him, right, as a dancehall artist, lyrically gifted, and you're gonna use that to brand him. because of the songs that he sing. And because he come and say, bleaching, you know, go use that. And use a broad brush, paint him, condemn him. Put him away in the dungeon for the rest of his life. A former prominent attorney at law, Patrick Bailey, who a man was murdered inside of his apartment. 22 stab wound and a bullet to his head. The police report again. So it was 2 of them inside that apartment. There was no forced entry or break-in to that apartment. So therefore, there is no need to look beyond Mr. Bailey. But yet still, he is free. And a Vybz Kartel, who nobody, until this day, the body no recover, is behind bars in that tiny prison cell. Jamaicans, think about it. Think about it. They just think that we are all dumb and stupid. Anyway, people, stay tuned to Aromatic Realistic TV. Like and share. Follow me over YouTube. Help us to spread the message. Because this is what I want to tell everyone. No one is an island. And none of us stand alone. Each one, teach one. Treat your fellow Jamaicans with love and respect. God and good road. Until then, I'm out. Much love.